We're entering a moment where the future is no longer something we imagine, it's something that's actively unfolding around us. Quantum-powered AI systems are moving from research labs into real-world deployment, and within just a few years, they'll reshape how knowledge is produced, how decisions are made, and how humans understand their own capabilities. This episode lays the groundwork for navigating that transition. We'll start by examining the foundations of knowledge, our epistemology, and then build a theoretical framework for human agency that can operate in a world where machines compute possibilities far beyond human intuition. The goal isn't to predict the future, but to prepare for it with clarity and intention. Epistemology has always been the invisible architecture behind human action. It determines what we consider evidence, which sources we trust, and how we update our beliefs when new information arrives. But in a quantum AI world, epistemology becomes a frontline concern. When machines can generate insights we can't fully trace or explore patterns we can't directly observe, our old assumptions about what it means to know begin to break down. To act meaningfully in this new environment, we need to understand how our beliefs are formed, how they're challenged, and how they must evolve when our tools begin to outpace our cognitive limits. Epistemology becomes the first lever of agency. Classical epistemology rests on four assumptions: that knowledge is finite, evidence is observable, reasoning is sequential, and uncertainty is manageable. Quantum AI disrupts all four. Instead of moving step by step, it explores superposed states, entangled relationships, and counterfactual pathways simultaneously. Knowledge becomes probabilistic rather than fixed. Evidence becomes relational rather than isolated. Reasoning becomes multidimensional rather than linear. And uncertainty becomes a structural feature of the system, not just a gap in our information. This shift doesn't just change how machines operate, it changes the environment in which human agency must function. We're stepping into a world where the limits of human intuition are exposed. Self-efficacy, the belief that you can perform the actions needed to achieve a goal, becomes essential in this new landscape. It's not general confidence or optimism, it's a context-specific belief about capability. And in a quantum AI world, self-efficacy becomes the psychological anchor that keeps humans from drifting into passivity. When systems can model millions of futures at once, the question becomes, do I still believe I can act meaningfully? Self-efficacy is what turns epistemology into agency. It's the internal engine that converts knowledge into action, and without it, even the most powerful insights remain inert. Quantum artificial intelligence can weaken self-efficacy when its reasoning is opaque, when its predictions feel absolute, or when its capabilities seem to eclipse human judgment. But it can also strengthen self-efficacy when it reveals new affordances, scaffolds creativity, and expands the range of actions available to us. In this era, self-efficacy becomes more than a psychological trait. It becomes a design requirement. Systems must be built to preserve and enhance human capability, not quietly replace it. The challenge is ensuring that humans remain active participants in decision-making, even when the machine can see farther than we can. Quantum AI doesn't just accelerate computation, it expands the landscape of what's possible. It can evaluate multiple strategies simultaneously, explore counterfactual worlds, and identify optimal paths across entangled variables. This means the human possibility space grows dramatically. But there's a paradox here. When the possibility space becomes too large, humans can feel smaller. More options don't automatically lead to more agency. In fact, they can overwhelm us. The challenge of the quantum era is not just having more choices, but developing the cognitive and emotional capacity to navigate them without losing direction or purpose. To navigate this world, we need a new model of agency, one that integrates quantum epistemology, self-efficacy, and the expanded possibility space. The first layer is quantum epistemology, how we interpret knowledge when systems compute beyond intuition. The second is self-efficacy, our belief in our own capability despite the system's power. The third is the quantum possibility space, the set of actions revealed by quantum computation. And the fourth is agency expression, the choices we actually make in partnership with AI. Together, these layers form a stack, a structure that explains how humans can remain agents in a world of accelerating complexity. We can express this model as a simple but powerful relationship. Agency equals epistemology times self-efficacy times possibility space. If any one of these collapses, agency collapses with it. If epistemology fails, we can't trust what we know. If self-efficacy fails, we don't believe we can act. If the possibility space is invisible or overwhelming, we don't know how to act. But when all three align, humans become co-authors of futures that quantum systems help illuminate. This equation becomes the backbone for understanding how agency can be preserved and expanded in the quantum era. In a quantum-powered artificial intelligence world, agency is no longer a personal trait. It's a negotiated relationship between human intention and machine-generated futures. The machine can see farther, but only the human can choose which future to commit to. The machine can compute possibilities, but only the human can decide which ones matter. Agency becomes a dance between human values and quantum-scale insight. This means the future is not predetermined by the machine's predictions, it's co-constructed through the interplay of human judgment and computational power. As quantum artificial intelligence becomes part of everyday life, the question is not whether humans will remain relevant, it's how we will redefine relevance. Agency will not disappear, it will evolve, and the people who thrive will be those who understand how knowledge, capability, and possibility interact in this new landscape. In the next episode, we'll explore how to design systems and personal practices that strengthen human agency in a world where machines can see more than we can. The future is arriving quickly. Our task is to meet it with clarity, capability, and intention.